My name is Marty Solomon, and I am the president of Impact Campus Ministries and the creator and executive producer of the BEMA podcast. We are, for our verse of the day, in the middle of a series on the great I am statements, and our next I am statement comes out of John chapter 15. I'm going to be reading verses 4 and 5 out of the NIV translation. Jesus says this, "Remain in me as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine. You are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." I think of these verses, and I've often heard people talk about God's part, my part, and their part. And when I think of these verses, I think particularly about those first two, God's part and my part. You know, there's so many things that we can control, but there's even more things that we can't control. And one of the things that this passage tells us that we can't control is fruit, at least not from the kingdom's metrics. Maybe worldly fruit, or maybe the worldly metrics might tell us and try to deceive us to think otherwise. But you and I can't control the kind of fruit that God wants to bear in our lives. God bears the fruit. And in fact, apart from Jesus, we can't bear any kingdom fruit of any value, is what he tells us. And so I think the call that I think of today, as I think and reflect on these verses, is that we might go and focus on the one thing that we can control, remaining in the vine, abiding in Jesus. Would you go today? Would you focus on today or tomorrow morning? Will you create some space for God, and he'll fill it and he'll bear the fruit?